personally. Senator Padilla.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
I think you need your microphone, sir.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and want to, first of all, congratulate you on the nomination, congratulate your family that's here to support you, and acknowledge what I understand is a very positive exchange you had with my colleague from California, Senator Schiff, in regards to the current wildfires and EPA's role, partnership, response, and our ongoing need to maintain that. So I, too, look forward to welcoming you out to visit the impacted areas. So that allows me to actually raise some other issues of priority and concern for California. I appreciate your comment when we had a chance to meet in my office about your respect for the rule of law. I think that should be important for all of us, right? And the directives that you respect that Congress has given to the EPA is in that category. In the Clean Air Act, Congress has specifically exempted California from federal preemption of air emissions standards. The law is quite clear that EPA must grant waivers of federal preemption absent certain disqualifying conditions, and very clearly does not provide any authority to revoke any waivers that have already been granted. So that's current law. Now, you said you follow the laws that Congress has enacted, so we therefore commit to following the law when it comes to California's Clean Air Act waivers that have been granted.
Senator, I can commit to every member of this dais on any question and every issue that gets brought forward that I will always follow my obligations under the law. And while there are processes in the future on different topics where I can commit to following the Administrative Procedures Act, I will tell you that I will not prejudge any outcomes of any future processes, again, on any issue that any member could bring up here. But Senator, I would reiterate to you today that it is my obligation as EPA Administrator, if confirmed, to follow the law.
Thank you. And another topic we covered in our meeting is one of clean air attainment and the challenges with the federal role and responsibility, state, local role. Half the people in America who live in a non-attainment area live in California, particularly in the Central Valley and the South Coast Air Quality Management District footprint. We have to work together to reduce the sources of toxic emissions. Based on these jurisdictions, it's been challenging. California state and local officials have done pretty much everything they can to tackle this, yet we still have challenges when it comes to ensuring that every Californian, every American living in California can breathe clean air. So I want to be clear. We need the federal government to do its part by working a little bit more aggressively, assertively, smartly, and strategically to help reduce these emissions. Help us reach attainment, not by lowering the bar, but by doing the work in areas that the locals have not been granted the jurisdiction to do so. So can I count on your commitment to use regulatory authority to do just that?
Yes, Senator.
Okay, wonderful. And just a side note, as we will continue to work together, ensuring that jurisdictions like Southern California are not punished for non-attainment if it's resulting from the recent wildfires and the smoke and other emissions that have resulted from this disaster or disasters like it.
Yes, Senator, I've heard this concern from other colleagues of yours as well. We're just talking to Senator Kelly about it, as I cited the Yuma example, and he was asking about Maricopa County. It is important that we have common sense, pragmatic policies that are being pursued to address issues just like your concern.
Yeah, to your point, and I'm glad Senator Kelly brought it up, these concerns about fires and their impact, not just the short-term devastation, but the longer term when it comes to public health, when it comes to air quality, is not unique to California. I mean, California is in the news right now, but throughout the West and beyond because of our changing climate and weather patterns. Another important topic that we discussed in my office is not just water supply, water quality, but water affordability. Millions of Americans are struggling to keep up with their growing water bills, which have increased nearly 3 times the rate of inflation. According to the EPA, water utilities the cost, it will cost water utilities more than $1.2 trillion over the next 20 years to modernize their drinking water and wastewater infrastructure and maintain it. Water utilities, unique to other utilities, rely heavily on ratepayers to cover their costs. The federal government's share of maintaining this infrastructure has come down significantly over the years. So ratepayers are acutely feeling this pressure, and as a result, 1 in 5 households have outstanding and growing water debt. The national water affordability crisis affects both urban and rural communities. So it's not a rural versus urban, blue state versus red state. It is across the board. I shared with you the idea of replicating the LIHEAP program. We have a low-income home energy assistance program because you shouldn't have to freeze in the winter just because you may be low income. The same applies to having water. We know how fundamental water is for life and the economy. We've had a temporary water assistance program for low-income customers. Do you agree, and can we work together to make that permanent to tackle some of these challenges, including addressing the PFAS concerns that you're very familiar with?
Senator, having access to clean drinking water is something that I want to, if confirmed, to be able to do my part, and working with you and your colleagues across the entire country to deliver. Every American, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, should be able to access clean drinking water. I will follow all my obligations under the law, and to the fullest extent of the law, I would like to assist in those efforts for you to fight for your constituents, and every senator here to fight for their constituents in this respect.
So the temporary program was hugely successful, helping families in, again, red states and blue states alike. Look forward to working with you to make that program permanent.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,